save me from myself. I need some help. I need you to take me. I need you to take me higher. All my life I've been praying, I've been waiting for a sign. Chasing heaven, but I'm never satisfied. Need a deeper meaning, something to believe in. Let me tell you, you know I need a miracle. I need a miracle. It's more than physical. What I need to get me through. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. Take me higher. All my life I've been praying, I've been waiting for a sign. Chasing heaven, but I'm never satisfied. Need a deeper meaning, something to believe in. Let me tell you, you know I need a miracle. I need a miracle. It's more than physical. What I need to get me through.
Forever. Together.
Welcome to the 6, where in less than 24 hours, career-altering opportunities hang in the balance at Money in the Bank, where these three superstars will join forces in an epic six-man tag team showdown with the Bloodline, who are still basking in the wake of their shocking betrayal 1 week ago. The new self-proclaimed tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, is in Toronto live to address the WWE Universe. Plus, tag team gold is on the line as we kickstart a jam-packed weekend in Toronto. Live from the Scotiabank Arena, this is Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Sponsored by Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more. Of the WWE Universe are in the house, kicking off SmackDown with Jey Uso.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome main event Jey Uso!
Wade Jey Uso, one of 6 men, eager to follow in the footsteps of the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest, who last year climbed the ladder, retrieved the contract, and changed the course of his career.
6 men will compete tomorrow in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, 5 of whom have never before been world champions. This could be an epic moment in one of those young men's careers.
On a personal note, Wade, I'm really glad you're not eating all over yourself like Michael Cole did on Monday night.
Well, this entire audience in Toronto has yeeted their hearts out, and then far be it from me to join them. I'm a professional, unlike Michael Cole.
I appreciate the decorum you bring to the desk.
Just pros, that's what we are. Ultimate professionals.
I said main event Jey Uso is now in your city. Canada, I appreciate that because y'all let me in. Yeet. But look though, Money in the Bank is tomorrow night. And if y'all want Jey Uso to be the new Mr. Money Yeet in the Bank, let me hear you say, yeet.
No doubt about it, bad news. The megastar objects to Jay's assessment of the situation.
Yeah, he does, and I'll tell you this, Corey, tomorrow night we may, in fact, get ourselves the first ever Money in the Bank megastar in the form of a man with the undeniable Kavorka. That's right, L.A. Knight.
Tonight in Toronto for the defiant one, L.A. Knight.
Let me talk to you. I gotta tell you, honestly, I kind of like that. You just asked everybody if they want to see you be Mr. Money in the Bank. Let me hear you say yeet. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look around, listen, and think to myself, I don't know, something tells me maybe you might be the odds-on favorite. And that's kind of crazy to me because just a year ago, walking into this match, I was the odds-on favorite. And I just start thinking to myself, you know what? I got all the respect in the world for you, and I'll tell you why. Because here you were, part of this goofy bloodline family. You break apart, you do your own thing. Just me, Oos, day one-ish. But the way that I'm going to show you respect tomorrow is by showing you none at all. Because let me tell you this, doesn't matter if it's you, any other one of those goofs back there, you all can get stomped out. And don't get lost in the sauce. Because look, you ain't ever been on a ride like this before. Because as much as you used to hear in yeet, tomorrow night, you're going to hear all of Toronto saying, yeah. Yeet. Yeah. Yeet.
Oh, it is getting crowded here in the ring.
No. Look, I hate to be that guy, but let's be real. I am that guy. Hey, Toronto don't want to hear all that yeet. Yeah, do we, Toronto? Exactly. LA, how you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Last time I saw you, your head was so far up Logan's prime location. Why don't you tell the world what the newest prime flavor tastes like? And, Jay, you and me, man, we got a lot in common. SmackDown first.
Carmelo Hayes now being interrupted by the master himself, Chad Gable.
Well, unlike everybody else in this match, I've been living in my own personal hell for the past 3 weeks. That's pathetic. Have a little empathy for someone who's been through what I've been through. All right, my family left me high and dry. I got whacked in the head and left for dead. I got the Wyatt 6. I got the Wyatt 6 after me for reasons I don't even understand. But what did I do? Did I run and hide, cower in fear? No.
We got ourselves a Money in the Bank party, Wade. Andrade has hit the scene.
Luchadors and ladder matches just go hand in hand. It's time for Andrade to step out of the shadows.
Chicos. You all talking about, oh, my dream is win the Money in the Bank. But, chicos, dreams don't win matches, especially a dangerous match like Money in the Bank. And guess what?
Things are about to get even worse in the form of an extremely angry Scottish warrior.
Say hello to the most bitter and dangerous man in all of WWE.
McIntyre knows all too well how valuable and dangerous the Money in the Bank contract can be. He's been victimized by it.
And he's the only former world champion in tomorrow's Money in the Bank ladder match.
I expected better from you, Canada, being part of the Commonwealth. No, Punk's not here, but his family are always with me. Speaking of Punk, here's a fair warning to all you guys in the ring. The violence I inflicted upon Punk, that is exactly what's going to happen to each and every one of you if you get in my way tomorrow. In fact, let's meet my competition. El Idiot. Chad, I just feel bad for you. Mello, you got a bright future, but you are not him. You're looking up at him.
We're gonna see tomorrow. You're gonna be looking down at me when I get
L.A. Knight. That's not the word you're gonna need tomorrow. It's gonna be no. In you. How the hell did you get across the border anyway?
From behind, Andrade's had enough.
Well, he's been stewing on the Idiot comment for the past 1 minute, and now all hell is breaking loose.
A little preview of what the men's Money in the Bank ladder match may look like tomorrow, except you're going to have to add a lot of ladders to the equation. High risk, high stakes.
And a lot of danger. None more threatening than that man.
Well, tonight it's Drew McIntyre as the last man standing. Will the same hold true tomorrow at Money in the Bank?
This is Drew just softening up his opponents a little early. Or at least attempting to.
Being stuck between a rock and a hard place, but never a yeet and a yeah place. LA Knight and Jey Uso rid the ring of the Scottish Warrior, but tomorrow night there are no allies. It is every man for himself.
Little taster of the carnage we can expect tomorrow night at Money in the Bank. Those are the 6 competitors competing for the contract in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match tomorrow from 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Climb the ladder, retrieve the contract, change the course of your career. But right now, I'd like to send it backstage to our Canadian broadcast team, Jackie Redmond.
Right, don't you know it, Corey Graves? Thank you so much. I am here with Bayley, who won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match in 2019 and successfully cashed it in for a championship. So, Bayley, I'm going to just ask you this. I mean, you have done this. So what does it take to not only win the ladder match, but turn it into a title?
Well, the Money in the Bank ladder match is one of the most brutal matches in WWE, but it's also the most rewarding. But you got to stay sharp because it's about timing when you're cashing in, you know? You got to stay sharp, you got to stay focused, and I cashed in and became the longest reigning SmackDown Women's.
I'm sorry, Bayley, but your advice is almost as irrelevant as you are. In fact, you wouldn't even be the WWE Women's Champion if it weren't for me being illegally ejected from that match versus my ferocious little frittata, Piper Niven. So guess what? When I am Miss Money in the Bank, cha-ching Chelsea, you'll know when I'm coming for you.
Chelsea, how about you come back when you actually win a match, okay? Okay.
That's right. And next time little Miss P drops you, I will be coming to you with a Money in the Bank contract and be your new WWE Women's Champion.
Oh, wait, it sounds like Chelsea Green has it all planned out.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by B-Fad, Montez Ford, and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
Well, Wade, the WWE Tag Team titles are on the line tonight in our main event, but we've got tag team action headed your way up next.
Well, they didn't get the musical they wanted. They do have a match, pretty deadly. Take on the Street Profits right here on SmackDown next.
During a time like that. But that's
is all it takes.
Opening in Henrietta this
in Switzerland.
You good?
Taking on Turkey, all on Fox and the Fox Sports app. 3 Lions, baby!
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so sick of them. I just talked to Nick, though, and it's me versus Piper tonight.
All right, good.
Yeah.
You know I got your back, right?
You always do. I'm gonna go get ready.
That's right.
bad news. Bailey versus Piper Niven still to come tonight.
It's a Clash at the Castle rematch I cannot wait for. I also cannot wait for seeing these boys back in action.
And their opponents, Kid Wilson and Elton Prince, Pretty Deadly.
Come on, bad news, let me have one. I know it's been bottled up inside all night.
Oh, it's coming, Corey. Yes, boy! God, that felt good.
Well, SmackDown sponsored in part by Prime Hydration, the fastest growing beverage in history and the official hydration drink of WWE. With only 25 calories, 0 added sugar, BCAAs, and electrolytes, drink Prime. Pretty Deadly and the Street Profits in a battle to move up the rankings in the tag team division. The Street Profits had the chance back in France, Wade, to challenge the current WWE Tag Team Champions Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, and we bumped to the back of the line. And it's a lot of work to make it back into championship contention.
Yeah, not really been a great year thus far for the Street Profits. Of course, this is a massive opportunity to start climbing those rankings again against a couple of guys in Pretty Deadly. Slightly distracted this past week, still convinced their musical idea has legs and will get off the ground.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I think Pretty Deadly, the musical, sounds extremely interesting. But Wade, in your opinion, what do Elton and Kit need to do to really catch the attention in the eyes of the WWE Universe?
I mean, if you put away a former two-time tag team championship team like the Street Profits, suddenly you're not just a couple of pretty boys in sexy outfits, and those outfits really are sexy. You are the real deal, and they have to prove they can get the job done against the very best at the very top.
Excellent teamwork, as tricky as it may have been, by Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. Pretty Deadly. Tremendous athleticism from Montez Ford on display, and great power by Tez as well. Nice hip toss. Here comes Elton, and there goes Elton.
People always consider Dawkins the powerhouse, and he obviously is, but Montez is certainly no slouch in the strength game.
Colossal double hip toss covered by Dawkins. Wait, is it possible? I think a lot of the skeptics would argue that Pretty Deadly maybe spend a little too much time entertaining and not enough time fighting inside the ring from bell to bell.
Oh, that was
so.
I will never complain about a tag team who entertain me as well as Pretty Deadly do, but you're right. First and foremost, you need victories, you need wins. Pretty Deadly are more than capable of doing that. They are former NXT tag team champions, and we're yet to see the very best of them in ring here on SmackDown, but it's coming, baby.
I totally agree with you, Wade. Can't not be impressed by what we've seen out of Pretty Deadly thus far, but Dawkins out of the way, and watch these right hands by AD, over and over to the chin.
It's just a man who is built double tough in Angelo Dawkins. Absolute runaway steam train at times.
Dawkins drops Elton and Kit. Elton not where he wants to be, trapped in a corner. Big Enziguri rocks Prince down. Dawkins into the cover, hooks the leg. Pretty Deadly hang in there.
Pretty Deadly starting to look like the Bruised Brothers right now, talking of musicals. Things going horribly for them because the Street Profits have come out on fire tonight.
We saw on your screen a moment ago B-Fab, who's proven to be extremely valuable recently to the Street Profits, helping them change up their training regimen, but had no answer from chicanery from Pretty Deadly. Kit Wilson, Elton Prince in complete control.
But here's a but to see.
The enemy is here! Get the general! Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as we kick off Money in the Bank weekend. Tag team action underway between the Street Profits and Pretty Deadly. And Wade, Pretty Deadly have been extremely effective throughout the commercial break.
Yeah, putting some real hurt onto Angelo Dawkins, who needs a tag in a big way.
Shoulders down, covered by Dawkins. Prince escapes. And a big clothesline. I don't think anyone would argue with you, Wade, that when Pretty Deadly find that next gear, when they decide it's time to get serious, they are a top-tier tag team.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and serious is that word right now, because serious jeopardy for Angelo Dawkins, because Pretty Deadly, they've opened up a little shop of horrors in that ring.
Oh, nobody home.
Overconfidence, overcommitted, need that tag.
Tag made on Pretty Deadly's side of the ring. Kid running interference, stopping Dawkins from making it to Ford, but Dawkins throwing haymakers right now.
Might be the last guy in WWE you want to get in a punch-up with.
Ooh, nasty collision. Both superstars with the same idea. Pivotal point in this matchup. Wade, it could come down to which of these two teams makes the tag first.
And Montez Ford is feeling it. This arena desperate for this tag from the Profits, and they've got it.
Tags made on both sides. Here comes Montez Ford. Dropping heavy artillery across the spine of Elton Prince. Look at Tez go.
About 6 minutes of pent-up frustration bursting out of Montez Ford.
Misdirection and a clothesline takes down Prince. Wilson goes face first. Tremendous athleticism by Montez Ford. Super kick to the body. And an enziguri.
Dawkins is looking wiped out. Montez might have to win it on his own, and he is more than capable of doing so.
Belly to back suplex by Ford, and you can feel the intensity. Standing moonsault, hooks the leg. And Elton Prince survives for the moment.
The easiest athleticism in the game from Montez Ford, and now he's heading skyward.
You can fly as high as Montez Ford, but an uppercut stops the upward ascent of Montez.
It's sort of Pretty Deadly to show their street tough.
Prince shoved off the top turnbuckle. I think a tag was made by Dawkins. I'm not entirely sure Pretty Deadly has realized the situation, Wade.
This could backfire badly on PD. They are now attacking the unlegal member.
Super duper plex by Pretty Deadly, but wait a minute, watch Dawkins. Swanton bomb. Cover. And Elton Prince at the last possible fraction of a second keeps this one going.
Yeah, so desperate for victory here are PD.
Oh. And a right hand on the chin, but watch Kit from behind, shoulders down.
Moves straight out of the PD playbook, it didn't pay off.
Dawkins just pounced Kit into Elton.
Ludicrous brute strength from the big man of the Street Profits.
And Montez Ford takes flight in Toronto.
Softening up Kit Wilson there for the takings.
Sky high. And you are cleared for takeoff at YYZ from the heavens. Ford connects. And the Street Profits get it done.
Here are your winners, the Street Profits.
That is a man who feels supremely confident when you pull out pins like that. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, little assist here and there from B-Fab, get the job done tonight.
Hey, man. Haha, you ready? We got to defend these tonight.
Yeah, we do.
We got to make sure we're on the same page.
I don't get it. All of a sudden, you don't trust me. You forget the fact that we're the undefeated WWE Tag Team Champions. That shows the world we're on the same page.
Yeah, I've just had some time to think about what Johnny said, man.
What Johnny said? You know what I think? I think that flop Gargano has got it in your head. You're losing your focus, man.
Nah, I haven't lost focus.
Let me ask you a question. How many championships did you win with Johnny? I'll give you the answer. 0. Because it wasn't until you stopped doing things Johnny's way and started doing things your way that you worked out who you are. 2-time United States champion, youngest Money in the Bank winner in history. Never mind the fact that last year you beat John Cena at WrestleMania. And this year at WrestleMania, we won. the WWE Tag Team Championships. These flops are so desperate to get these, they're trying to turn us against each other. They're not on our level, lad. So if you don't think we're on the same page, let's catch up. Let's show them who we are, lad. Come on.
WWE Tag Team titles.
I'm fired up, lad. I can't wait.
On the line in our main event tonight, but the closing moments of Friday Night SmackDown last week left the WWE Universe with their collective jaws on the floor. Solo Sikoa is in the house, but before we hear from him, we'll take a look back at the Bloodline's brutal betrayal of the Wise Man. Next.
Bold Latin flavor to get a 5-star review.
At Raymore and Flanagan.
Bonus cash. Hurry in.
This summer.
Randy is not a big fan.
August 18th, get your tickets for the ultimate event for all sports fans and collectors at fanaticsfest.com. But wait, if you're in Toronto this weekend,
you can shop the largest collection of WWE Money in the Bank Toronto merchandise at the Money in the Bank Superstore, excuse me. Replica WWE Championship titles, Superstar apparel, signed memorabilia, exclusive items, and so much more, all at the REC Room in downtown Toronto, open through Sunday.
Is apparel like apparel? Just curious.
Hey mate, it's English. It's my language, not yours, pal.
Well, we just found out this match has been made official after a vicious backstage attack earlier in the night. Piper Niven will have a chance to run it back from their battle at Clash at the Castle against WWE Women's Champion Bayley.
Impressive.
Tag team action is the theme of the evening tonight, Wade.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae.
Well, as Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae make their way toward the ring for tag team action, we'd like to remind you that the self-proclaimed new head of the table, new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, will be here tonight and is expected to address the WWE Universe regarding the heinous betrayal and subsequent mauling we witnessed at the hands of the Bloodline last week to one of their own.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Tonight, in the world's most famous...
Madison Square Garden. Acknowledge me. Right-hand man, Tama Tonga, step up.
I acknowledge you.
Infamous Tonga Law, step up.
I acknowledge you.
My enforcer, Jacob Fatu, step up. I love you. I acknowledge you. All right, Paul, this is your one chance to live. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me as your tribal chief.
Solo, I love you. And I acknowledge that you are not my tribal chief.
Samoan spike to the Wise Man. For the love of God, don't do this. Paul Heyman refused to kiss the ring, and he's going to be led to the gallows. Maybe it's time to believe Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns isn't coming back. Hopefully we receive some answers tonight from Solo Sikoa. But tonight, Friday Night SmackDown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home or motorcycle insurance. Wade, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell will have one heck of a task ahead of them.
Yes, they do. All four women in this upcoming tag match collided in Money in the Bank qualifiers last week, ultimately costing one another an opportunity tomorrow. Now may be the chance for some vengeance.
I'm on my own, against the wall. The pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of crying, they hear me roar. And now I see that I'm way better than before. I never needed you at all. When I fall down, I'm a rush.
And their opponent, the team of Jade Cargill and Bianca
Wade, I think it's safe to imagine that Bianca and Jade would love to recapture the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships that they technically never lost. But here's what we have coming up next.
Yeah, two top tag teams compete. They may raise their game tonight and grab themselves a future opportunity. Belair and Cargill take on LeRae and Hartwell, and it's next.
Tubi. It's more popular than Walmart. Our season premiere this
From Cargill, right in the mouth. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair look to thwart the offense of impressive Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. And the only thing impressive I've seen thus far, Wade, was that super kick from Cargill right in the mouth.
Two powerhouses of their respective teams, but it has been all Jade Cargill thus far. But perhaps the veteran smarts of Candice LeRae can change things.
LeRae rolling Cargill through and a forearm to the base of the skull and a senton by Candice. Looking to cover Cargill.
Doing some nice chemistry there. Former NXT Women's Tag Champs are LeRae and Hartwell, looking to launch an assault on the tag division here and hopefully get an opportunity at Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Covered by Hartwell. When it comes to an experience advantage, you've got to give the edge to LeRae and Hartwell in this one, Wade. They've been a tag team for much, much longer than Cargill and Belair.
Well, no doubt about it. Let's take another look at this nice teamwork between Hartwell and LeRae. But once again, you just cannot keep Jade Cargill down.
A physical freak of nature. Cargill has been as advertised and lived up to the hype since arriving in WWE.
Well, Cargill had it pretty easy when she first got to WWE. She just mowed through everyone like a hot knife through butter, but the locker room seemingly are targeting Cargill now. Word is out. She is a big problem, and now she has a big target on her.
Cargill desperately trying to reach for a tag. The much fresher Bianca Belair. Hartwell hanging on for dear life. Nobody home. Both women with the same idea. Double boot. Down they go. Critical point in the matchup. Which of these two teams can make the tag first, Wade? That could make all the difference.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if Cargill gets this tag to Belair, it may well be over because Belair is completely fresh.
Go on, bad news.
And this is a woman possessed at the moment.
And remember, Cargill and Belair were not pinned or technically defeated for their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships at Clash at the Castle.
Just cannot match the grit and the drive of Bianca Belair, who wants those titles back in a hurry. Victory here may get them one step closer.
Two of the most physically dominant superstars in the business. Big, heavy rights being rained down by Belair.
Belair is just a cheat code.
Just dropped Hartwell. Candice gets the boot up just in time. Candice may have bought herself a few valuable moments to turn the tides, but the power of the EST just too much for the Poison Pixie.
Welcome to the freak genetics of Bianca Belair.
Moonsault by Belair into the cover, hook of the leg. And Candice LeRae not going down just yet.
It's incredible. There's so much tape on Belair. She's been at the top for so many years. It's just nothing you can do when she gets the wind in her sails.
Look at this physical dominance about to be displayed.
Oh.
Great move, smart strategy by Hartwell from the outside. LeRae rolls up, Cargill, shoulders down.
Oh, just milliseconds away from stealing it here. What a victory this will be.
But Cargill answers with a brutal pump kick. Big right by Belair.
Sends the best chance of Hartwell, and LeRae may have gone.
KOD and Jaden in stereo.
Here are your winners, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Well, they have two Da Vinci diagrams come to life, scoring victory here, and this is how they do it. The unique offense of Bianca Belair combined with those strikes from Jade Cargill. Simply too much for Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. And in stereo, Jaded gets the victory as they get one step closer.
Well, our very own Kathy Kelly is up in the ring with Belair and Cargill.
Bianca, Jade, impressive victory out there. Would you say that this win was imperative to getting yourselves back on track?
You know what, Kathy? Yes. These past couple months have been really rough, but we are here to finish what we started. Yes. And that starts with getting back those tag team titles from Alba and Isla.
Heck, I just want to say thank you so much for keeping them warm for us. Now, everybody at home knows, this entire crowd knows, it's inevitable. We are coming back for our tag team titles. So we're going to see you soon.
It's great to have gold. It's not great when you have these two women on your tail.
It sounds like Alba and Isla had better watch their backs. They are now the hunted. Well, speaking of tag team championships, the men's tag team champions here on SmackDown have been riding high since WrestleMania. But these current challengers may have finally cracked the code to get under the skin of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. See what we mean in our progressive match flow.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more.
Welcome to the Grayson Waller Effect! For my guest tonight, DIY.
This is your show.
This is my show, the Grayson Waller
It
Effect.
says it right there, the Grayson Waller Effect. So what's that make him? Your secretary?
You know what? Hey, I got this. We are the tag team champions. I would take a bullet for this man. You'd take a bullet for him? He sacrificed himself for me. I would do the same.
So he willingly sacrificed himself
last week for you.
One way to treat your tag partner. He got pulled in the way by Grayson Waller.
I've known you for a very long time, and we go way, way back. Someone's got to tell you, he's using you.
Waller's heard enough.
Once again, Theory putting his body on the line. Theory took the bullet.
We weren't aiming for you. We were aiming for Waller. He pulled you in the way just like he always does.
Well, you know what's going to happen in Toronto? Me and Grayson are going to show up. My best friend.
Dude, stop. He's only using you to keep these.
You know, I'm
You know behind me! Hey, what? Hey, kidding me? Come on, man.
Gargano and Ciampa challenge A-Town down under. Tag titles on the line.
Once upon a time, Gargano and his partner Ciampa captured tag team gold in this very arena. Will lightning strike twice for DIY? We find out later tonight as they challenge A-Town down under for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
24 hours before their date with the new and more vicious version of the Bloodline, Cody, Randy, and Canada's own KO are going to be live here next.
Inez, let me ask you. You're using Head and Shoulders, right?
Only when I see flakes.
Solo Sikoa will address the WWE Universe for the first time as the self-proclaimed Tribal Chief. That's later tonight, right here on SmackDown.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Canada's own Kevin Owens!
The prize fighter certainly in a nasty mood tonight, despite being back home in his native country of Canada. Owens is all business with good reason, Wade.
Yeah, one thing we know about Kevin Owens, he is like a Force 5 hurricane at the best of times. When he gets to Canada, though, he finds a whole new level, and that may well spell bad news for the Bloodline tomorrow at Money in the Bank.
It all goes down tomorrow, streaming live, WWE on Peacock. An absolutely colossal six-man tag team match as Kevin Owens joins forces with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and the Viper Randy Orton to battle the Bloodline. Tonight's Friday Night SmackDown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive. And another raucous ovation for the arrival of the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton. It certainly sounds like Canada got the memo. They are singing for the Viper.
Vicious, unrepentant, cold and calculating. Simply put, a man who transcends his era and has some very, very bad intentions for tomorrow night at Money in the Bank.
To ask you, between Owens, Orton, and Rhodes, Cody arguably has the most experience battling the Bloodline. Is Cody going to be the secret ingredient to taking down Solo and the Bloodline tomorrow night?
Cody Rhodes might be the only man capable of tying together this trio we're about to see in the ring in their attempts to take down the new and more vicious Bloodline. If anyone can, Cody Rhodes can.
by a common enemy. Rhodes, Owens, and Orton join forces tomorrow night in six-man tag team action. Can this trio take down the Bloodline?
Three of the very best, and they are going to have to be every inch of it tomorrow night if they stand any chance of putting down the Bloodline for good.
So, Toronto. What do you want to talk about?
We could talk about last night, Sami Zayn and friends. We could talk about 16,000 people here tonight for SmackDown, a sold-out Money in the Bank. We could talk about Heatwave on Sunday. It seems like WWE and Toronto are just a good fit. I don't know about you, but we have heard enough from Solo Sikoa and this modern bloodline, if you will. They have asked for a fight. We are ready for a fight.
And hey, Codeman, KO, if it's up to me, that fight is going to end with the three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment, RKO.
And you know, for me, I could probably talk about the last 4 years of my life fighting the Bloodline, but what I think I'd rather do is talk about the last 4 days of my life. Because on Monday morning, I got a call from my dad. Monday morning, I got a call from my dad telling me that my mom was rushed to the hospital. I needed to get home. So I jumped on a flight and I flew back to Quebec. And that's where I've been for the last 5 days or so, in the same hospital where she gave birth to me, with my dad and my brother at her bedside watching her fight like hell. And you know, the shows in Toronto are always super special for all of us, because everybody gets to get together, the kids get to see their grandparents, all the families there, and everybody gets to enjoy wrestling together. But my dad and my mom are not here tonight. They won't be here tomorrow because my mom is still in that hospital bed fighting like hell. And I know I could have stayed home tonight and it wouldn't have been a problem with anybody back there or out here, and I probably should have stayed home, but I didn't, because the one person it would have been a problem for is my mother. Because ever since I was 11 years old and I discovered professional wrestling in WWE, she did everything she could, along with my dad, to make sure that I would realize my dream, get to WWE. She wanted me to fight like hell. She told me every single time to come in here and leave it all in the ring. So if she knew, if she heard that I had missed the show because of her, she'd be so pissed. So here I am. And Bloodline, let me tell you this. I am more serious than I've ever been in my entire career. Tomorrow, win, lose, or draw. All I care about is that I do what my mom has wanted me to do for the last 4 years. And that is not just kick the living hell out of Bloodline. It's to beat their asses worse than ever before.
As if Owens needed any additional motivation, Kevin Owens this weekend, a dangerous, dangerous man, Wade.
Oh my word, Kevin Owens is dangerous at the best of times, but this version of Kevin Owens, after that pep talk, fired up. Tomorrow is gonna be off the hook. Fight like hell, and when everything in your body is screaming at you to stop, you simply have to keep going. Tomorrow is going to be a fight for the ages, and I cannot wait.
Now, of course, we'd like to take a moment to send our best wishes and condolences to Kevin Owens' family. Keep fighting. But, Wade, while we're staying on the business of things happening tonight, it's Tag Team Championship main event night here on Friday Night SmackDown. And one thing that Owens, Orton, and Rhodes all understand is the value of being Tag Team Champion in WWE. From the LOD to the Dudleys, to the New Day and the Usos, for decades, the WWE Tag Team Championship has represented supremacy in tag team combat.
The WWE Tag Team Championships, a symbol of legacy and unmatched achievement in sports entertainment. To compete for these titles is to follow in the footsteps of greatness, walking the same path as iconic teams like the Legion of Doom and the Wild Samoans, all who have set the gold standard for tag team excellence. The battles for tag team supremacy are among the most grueling and intense in WWE history. The unforgettable wars between the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian.
Broken bodies, all for the tag team titles.
The fierce clashes between the Hart Foundation and Demolition.
Everybody take a good look at this belt. That means you're the best tag team there is.
Epic encounters etched in history, alongside the record-breaking rival between the Usos and the New Day.
We got this tag team division on lock.
These championships signify more than just being the best tag team in the world. They embody the essence of teamwork and the relentless pursuit of a common goal. Tonight, another chapter will be written in this storied legacy.
We are the greatest tag team champions of all time.
Down, under.
What if DIY become the WWE Tag Team Champions? Feels like a matter of time.
Who will rise to the challenge and etch their name in history?
Tonight is the night in our main event. The WWE Tag Team Championships are on the line as A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller defend against DIY, Ciampa, and Gargano.
All rise for it comes.
Thirsty, headaches, fatigue, irritability.
Tuesday on Fox. July 16th.
SmackDown is sponsored in part by C4 Energy, the official energy drink of WWE. Shop now at Circle K.
Role model.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Naomi. She is the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley.
The champ Bayley with her good friend Naomi in tow, preparing for action tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Wade after being jumped earlier. Wait, just a second, Wade. There happens to be last year's Ms. Money in the Bank, Io Sky, who at the time was a member of Damage Control, a Bayley-led faction at the time.
Yes, indeed. Io Sky, of course, one of the competitors in tomorrow's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The championship opportunity that comes with the contract in that briefcase could well indeed be cashed in on Bayley.
And her opponent, accompanied by Chelsea Green, Piper Niven.
Well, this matchup came to be by the demand of WWE Women's Champion Bayley earlier in the night, who was backstage with Jackie Redmond before being interrupted by none other
How about
than
you come
Miss
back
Green.
when you actually win a match, okay?
Until a sudden sneak attack by... Was it a frittata that Chelsea Green referred to Piper Niven as, Wade?
I think so. It's an interesting reference. I call her a bulldozer of sorts, one of the most dangerous women in the WWE locker room, and she proved that at Clash at the Castle against Bayley.
Well, Bayley, a superstar who knows what it means to hold the Money in the Bank contract, yet also now be afraid. Because Bayley realizing that she's a target every day she wakes up as WWE Women's Champion. But tomorrow night, one of 6 women will have the chance to call their shot, and they could be gunning for Bayley.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Bayley's championship run has been tremendous. She's looked outstanding at her very best, but the entire complexity, or complexion, I should say, of Bayley's future changes tomorrow night. She could lose that championship in a heartbeat, any place, anytime.
Look at this power from Niven. The champion trying to fight out of that predicament. I'm certain Piper Niven still seething after Clash at the Castle. A night that Niven considered embarrassing to lose in front of her home country of Scotland. And now Piper taking out all of that anger, all of that frustration on the WWE Women's Champion.
Looking to commit some grievous bodily harm on Bayley.
Oh my God, that's it.
Is more than capable of doing exactly that.
Covered by Niven. I think even Naomi believed this matchup was over after that impact.
And the truth is, when it comes to Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, it pays to have backup in the form of Naomi. Very little Naomi can do to stop this runaway train that is Piper Niven.
Bayley looking to get creative. Bulldog takes down Niven, who wisely rolls under the bottom rope. Smart move by Piper.
Piper Niven is a veteran, competed all around the world. Bayley is hurting, got those busted ribs, and would do well to completely ignore Chelsea Green and focus on Piper Niven.
Bayley wanted the drop kick. Niven sensed it coming. Bayley able to kick Piper off for the moment. Oh, man! Oh, my goodness. Bayley might be out cold. Tonight might belong to Piper Niven.
In English, what's the because here is where it happens.
And Zoe Stark.
We are on the eve of Money in the Bank, and the WWE Women's Champion in action right now. Bayley from the middle rope takes down Piper Niven.
Another competitor from two more. Lyra Valkyria and Zoe Stark, 2 women, of course, competing in the Money in the Bank women's ladder match tomorrow. But right now we've got a real fight on our hands as Bayley is finally getting some steam against Piper Niven.
These competitors are coming out of the woodwork to survey the scene. It is indeed, Wayne. It's every time. In Toronto, the center of the universe is here. All paying close attention to the movements and habits of Bayley, because no doubt whoever wins the Women's Money in the Bank contract, wait a minute, looking for the rose plant, will have their sights set on Bayley.
And there are threats everywhere you look for Bayley. Bayley would be well advised to get this match finished ASAP, and she may be inching closer to victory.
And I guarantee you, wherever she is, Liv Morgan keeping a close eye on tonight and tomorrow's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Liv knows all all too well how valuable the contract can be and how much it can change your life.
Yeah, every single woman in that locker room, especially those 6 in tomorrow's match, know that their careers could be sent into the stratosphere with the collection of that Money in the Bank briefcase and the contract with it.
And if you're Bayley, you've got to have trust issues right now, including with your own best friend, Naomi. Naomi could very well want Bayley's championship.
You have no friends when you have the gold. It's that simple.
Bayley able to weave out of harm's way before dropping Niven with a neck breaker. And now Naomi looking to rally the WWE Universe, who Chelsea Green believes are steadfastly in support of her. Wade.
Chelsea Green lost her mind.
Chelsea's been referring to herself as a hometown hero all day.
She did not get a hero's welcome from this audience, nor one from Naomi.
Chelsea launched into the barricade. Here comes Io. Io Sky has jumped the barricade.
Io Sky needs no invitation to get involved, nor does Lyra Valkyria and Zoe Stark.
This had to be expected. All the combustible elements under one roof. Tomorrow night, it's going down here at Scotiabank Arena for the Money in the Bank contract.
What the hell is Tiffany Stratton doing? World's prettiest moonsault from the top row takes out everybody.
But Niven might have just taken out Bayley. Piper now from the second turnbuckle. Nobody home.
Bayley just too quick, lying in wait, and now
Rose Plant
puts this one to bed.
Here is your winner, the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley!
What a hard-fought battle tonight for the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley. No doubt looking to keep her skill set sharp, realizing she'll be a target tomorrow night. Wait a minute! It's Queen Nia Jax!
If there's carnage out here, Nia Jax wants a piece of it. Let's not forget, as Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax gets a championship opportunity at SummerSlam, and it may well be Bayley, who still has the gold at that point.
You're right, Wade, but regardless of whether it's Bayley or any of the 6 women who may become Ms. Money in the Bank tomorrow night, Queen Nia has already guaranteed herself a championship opportunity at SummerSlam.
Just admire the majesty of this woman.
Look how powerful. That's Mi Chin. Mi Chin has had a score to settle for weeks with Nia. I guess if you're Bayley, you're happy to have any sort of allies or backup. Mi Chin, equalizer in hand.
Mi Chin is lethal with a kendo stick, as we saw on NXT this past week. And Bayley must be counting her lucky stars that Mi Chin showed up in the nick of time.
Well, Wade, it's a good thing that the 6 women competing in Money in the Bank don't have to wait long to get their hands on one another.
Yes, you are absolutely right. These 6 women that we saw go into meltdown moments ago will be competing tomorrow night in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Who will set their career on an entirely new trajectory?
Well, last night right here in Toronto, a one-of-a-kind first experience as Sami Zayn and friends held a comedy show here in the 6. But tomorrow night will be no laughing matter for the underdog from the underground as Sami Zayn defends his Intercontinental title against Braun Breaker.
Fight like hell, says KO. And he will have to do exactly that. So will Cody Rhodes, so will Randy Orton, and the entirety of the Bloodline as they compete in 6-man tag team action tomorrow at Money in the Bank.
The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Damian Priest defends against the former and first ever World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins. But if Priest loses, not only does he lose the gold, he's got to leave the Judgment Day.
And 6 men compete in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match to grab that briefcase, grab the contract, and send their career into orbit. That's tomorrow night from 7 Eastern.
And as first reported by the Toronto Sun, WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus will host tomorrow night's Money in the Bank festivities. Let me get this out of the way soon. Thank you, Trish.
Yes, I firmly agree. And you can join me starting at 5 p.m. Eastern for the Countdown to Money in the Bank show. I'll be joined by Big E, Jackie Redmond, and the great Michael Cole. He paid me to say that. We're going to get hyped before Money in the Bank.
We'll keep the hype rolling. We are looking to white out Scotiabank Arena tomorrow night. Much like A-Town Down Under look to retain their WWE Tag Team titles. It's our main event. It's going down, and it's next.
Let me talk to you.
WWE Universe. A storm is coming to New York City.
So, what do you want to talk about?
We're talking about Fanatics Fest NYC.
August 16th through the 18th in the Big Apple.
Come meet and greet all your favorite WWE superstars and athletes
All weekend long.
Taking photos.
signing autographs.
I'll kiss your babies.
So you, yes, you right there. I need you to go to fanaticsfest.com.
Get your tickets, Zeus.
Because you don't want to miss this.
Authority and the Van Bortle Subaru Weather
Brands or pay your way and get
At the top of the NL East, it all begins to
2 years ago, I returned to WWE in this arena. I chose this place because it's become like a second home to me and Tommaso. But tonight isn't about the past.
It's about tonight. It's about capturing lightning in the bottle for the second time and becoming the WWE Tag Team Champions.
Toronto, let's go!
Gargano looking for magic once again tonight in the Scotiabank Arena. 8 years ago, you heard Ciampa mention it moments ago. It was in this very arena where this duo captured the NXT Tag Team Championships. Wade, I was on the call that night. It was one of the most incredible tag team matches I've ever witnessed unfold. Will DIY be able to pull it off again tonight?
Yeah, I've got goosebumps just thinking about 8 years ago. I spoke to these two earlier, Corey. They told me they feel invincible in this building. That may bleed to a little overconfidence, but when I see the steely look in the eye of Gargano and Ciampa, I believe they can do it. They feel like there's magic in the air tonight, and they are going to grab gold.
Well, WWE Money in the Bank is sponsored by Prime Hydration, the fastest growing beverage in history and the official hydration drink of WWE. With only 25 calories, 0 added sugar, BCAAs, and electrolytes. Drink Prime.
A-Town.
Well, Wade, since capturing the championships at WrestleMania, Theory and Waller have been riding high all around the WWE Universe.
Telling me you've got that gold around your waist. You are a king or a parakeet in this industry. And don't these two know it? Don't they love reminding the world of it?
Well, let me ask you this, Wade. Over the past several weeks, we've heard many comments and suggestions from Gargano and Ciampa regarding Austin Theory's past with Johnny Gargano. It seems as though there could be seeds of dissension sown in the tag team champions camp. What do you see?
You're absolutely right. Look, Gargano is convinced that Waller is using Theory to get ahead. My retort to that would be, hey, if someone wants to use me to get ahead, and in the process, I'm going to get one half of the WWE Tag Team Championship, I'm perfectly happy with that. That's what this world can be at times, but undoubtedly, Gargano has helped sow a little division in the tag champs, and that needs to be exploited tonight by the challengers.
Well, who will be the champions when we roll into Worcester next week? Worcester, Massachusetts. Limited tickets still available. You do not want to miss a moment of Friday Night SmackDown live.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Tag Team Championship! Introducing the challengers, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY! And their opponents, they are the WWE Tag Team Champions, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
Well, thus far, no tag team has been able to unseat Theory and Waller since they captured the gold at WrestleMania in that ladder match. Wade, in your opinion, what did Ciampa and Gargano have to do tonight to knock off Theory and Waller?
They have to sow as much division as they can. Right now, the champs are putting on a united front. It's all smiles, but divide and conquer if you can. There are none more gritty, none more battle-hardened than Ciampa and Gargano, and they're going to need all of that grit tonight.
That could give DIY the upper hand. As a tag team, chemistry of the utmost importance. Gargano and Ciampa have a significant, advantage as far as time spent as a tag team. It's popping up in the early moments.
Absolutely. Experience on the side of the challengers.
Look out!
Youth and power on the side of the champs. But right now, the challengers looking good. Gold on the line. Who's going to take it?
Wow. And Fox.
126.
Aligned for the mid.
Defend against DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
And the boots have been put to Tommaso Ciampa over the past few minutes. He is hurting bad, but finally getting a little respite with that tag to Johnny Gargano. And now it's Theory who's in trouble.
There's that spectacular tag team synergy of DIY. Crossbody splash by Gargano, hooks the leg.
I mean, these two, DIY, have been tagging together on and off for the best part of 10 years around the world. But this would be their Mount Everest victory here tonight.
Gargano and Ciampa hoping for a little Canadian good luck headed their way like it did 8 years ago in this very arena. But Theory just knocked the taste out of Gargano's mouth with that elbow.
And this is really where the tag champs have excelled. It's the dark arts, the ability to confuse, befuddle opponents, isolate them, and then make them pay.
Cover by Waller.
There's no glory in it for the tag champs tonight. This is all about victory. Punish these two challengers who have made your lives hell for the past 6 weeks.
Tag made. Austin Theory now going to be legal for his team as we look again at Grayson Waller. Flexing a little in the air, doing it Mamba style before dropping the elbow. And what a jab right on the chin of Johnny Wrestling.
Former amateur boxer Grayson Waller using his skills to high effect. And now Theory gloating a little. This is a mistake for me against someone like Ciampa and Gargano.
I'm going to agree with you, Wayne. I think this is a mistake by Austin Theory, perhaps a little bit of overconfidence, because you have to imagine what's going through the mind of Ciampa and Gargano. These are two world-traveled journeymen, veterans who have scratched and clawed their way to WWE. They have made the most of every opportunity, and tonight could be their opportunity to head to the very top of the mountain.
Yeah, this is a career-defining opportunity for DIY. These opportunities come along so rarely. They have begged for this match. They have clawed, scratched on whatever they've had to do. Here's your opportunity. You have to make it count, and you have to think Their mindsets will not be deviated by gloating from Theory and Waller.
Listen, for as brash as Theory and Waller are considered by many, nobody at home. A-Town Down Under are extremely legitimate, very dangerous competitors in their own right, but so are their challengers. God almighty! Gargano with that, was that a Cleveland destroyer? I don't know what the hell to call it, other than ugly.
Well, it was an ugly landing for Grayson Waller, who may well have a stinger in that neck and arm area. I've had one of those myself. Completely paralyzes you, at least temporarily, and it might be down to Austin Theory to defend these tag titles on his own.
Yeah, but what kind of damage did Gargano inflict on himself by executing the maneuver? Theory hoisting up Johnny, inside cradle by Gargano, DIY. Looking to steal it, but not yet. And picked out of midair is Johnny Wrestling. Sunset flip, shoulders down, Theory in trouble.
Well, Theory was looking for a tag, I think, there from Grayson Waller, who is nowhere to be seen, still showing the effects of, you're right, that Cleveland destroyer attempt from Gargano.
Johnny now looking to make the tag, and Ciampa ripped off the apron by a very resourceful Grayson Waller.
Well, he's still in a bad way as Waller, but he might have well saved his tag championships there.
This is gonna do it, hook of the leg, A-Town Down Under. Didn't retain just yet. DIY is still in this, Wade. The tag titles are on the line.
At Olive Garden?
Against the tag champs, a Willow's Bell, a super kick, and it still wasn't enough to put Grayson Waller away. I don't like Waller at all. I don't like what he stands for, but man, that guy is tough.
The tag titles are on the line, and just a reminder, the new Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa has vowed to address the WWE Universe. Oh! And Grayson Waller may have just brought this matchup to an end. That knee rocked Johnny.
Well, Gargano went for that slingshot spear, but it was just too well scouted, and the timing of Waller was perfect, but still Gargano fights on. That might have been a KO.
Waller just knocking Ciampa off the apron. Now Ciampa tied up with referee Jessica Carr. A-Town Down Under, looking to take a cheap shot, that backfired. Johnny from behind, shoulders down.
Well, it was surely inadvertent, but that is ultimately going to cause more dissension in the ranks of the tag champs. But this might be it.
Machine! Shatter Machine by DIY! And Waller kicks out! Good God, bad news!
Well, this was the moment Waller inadvertently cleaned the clock of his tag partner. But you're right, Corey, that Shatter Machine and a kick out from Grayson Waller showing durability. And it's breaking down. Here we go.
Theory protecting his championships as Waller's still in the ring, legal with Ciampa. O'Connor rolls, shoulders down. Here comes Theory. Drop kick takes out Ciampa.
Saving his tag partner, Grayson Waller, once again. That flipping on prettier.
Hooks the leg. The champion's about to retain, but Gargano prolongs the matchup.
Well, this one is swinging back and forth like a pendulum. You simply cannot pick a winner from here. All four men leaving it out there tonight in pursuit of the gold.
Toronto showing their appreciation for these four athletes, leaving it all on the line for the richest prize in the tag division. Super kick drops Theory.
Well, that was Grayson Waller once again. Theory taking the bullet for his man.
As Ciampa has him. Project Ciampa. Waller is down. Could he be out? Tag made.
The champs in complete disarray. Is this the magic we've been waiting for in Toronto?
Meet me in the middle. Johnny Gargano into the cover. And Theory gets Waller's foot under the bottom rope. That's got to be heartbreaking for the challengers, Wade.
Time and again, the selflessness of Austin Theory for this team helps protect his partner.
Johnny Wrestling takes out Theory.
Well, the grit and drive of Johnny Wrestling isn't to be denied.
Wait, Waller with the trunks, Waller with the trunks.
Whatever it takes to retain the gold.
Around we go. Johnny could be looking for it. Gargano escape. The submission is in. Can Waller hold on?
He was about to tap. Austin Theory's prevented the tap.
Deja vu in Toronto.
Sicilian stretch by Ciampa. The Champs are going, oh, it's a tap out.
They did it. They did it. There are your winners by submission and the new WWE Tag Team Champions, They say lightning never strikes twice in the same place. Bad news. DIY just proved that to be completely untrue.
There was the magic they were looking for, Corey. They had to be verging on a competitive psychosis tonight, an obsession with going nuclear in the ring, give everything, leave nothing. This one was impossible to call.
It was chaotic, it was unpredictable, but much like all of DIY's success, it was hard fought, it was scratched for, it was clawed for. You're not big enough, you don't fit the mold. Ciampa and Gargano said to hell with all that. We are the best tag team in WWE. Watch this. And they did what they set out to do. First, the Gargano escape.
Followed closely afterwards, just as Grayson Waller was about to tap out, prevented from happening by Austin Theory until Ciampa locked in the Sicilian stretch. There's simply no way out from here for the former champions. Double tap out. We've got new champs right here in what they call their home arena in Toronto.
If nobody shows you the path to the top of the mountain, you have but one choice. You do it yourself. The way we're receiving word that the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, has chosen to address the WWE Universe right now.
This is Olafala. This makes me the tribal chief. This is not what I wanted, but this is what my family needed. Roman Reigns was not man enough to defend our title at WrestleMania. He was not man enough to defend our legacy against Cody Rhodes and his legacy. Therefore, he shall no longer call himself the tribal chief, because I'm the tribal chief now. And I am going to take back our WWE undisputed title from Cody Rhodes. And if Roman Reigns wants that back, he can try and take it from me. Because I am going to show everyone in the Money in the Bank 6-man tag match, Cody Rhodes, I am coming for you. And you will acknowledge me.
Another chapter in the storied rivalry.
123 years.
And here we go. The bench is clear.
36 titles.
World champions.
2 historic franchises. Red Sox, Yankees. Coverage begins Saturday at noon Eastern on FS1.
The Summer of Stars continues tomorrow with live coverage of the Euros and Copa America on Fox.
Dante Chen was excited about coming back to Level Up.
World Heavyweight Champion.
together.
Tomorrow, Money in the Bank, and Sunday, NXT Heatwave. Welcome to Level Up. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Josh Briggs! Getting the action started tonight in what we know will be a tough, a rugged, and certainly a slugfest-like contest with the 6'8", 290-pound Josh Briggs.
You want anything less? It's been a while since we've seen Josh Briggs in action, but I assure you, Blake, he is more than ready to bust someone up here tonight.
Indeed he is. Josh Briggs ready for the competition. We welcome in ringside Blake Howard, Byron Saxton. Byron, a massive weekend upon us in the WWE Universe.
So many questions. I just did your hair for you. So many questions. Can Trick Williams retain the NXT Championship? Can Wesley regain the North American title? Should we call Level Up the cold front ahead of Heatwave?
Sure.
These are the things I think about, Blake.
And his opponent, Shiloh Hill.
Well, I guess we'll start that cold front with this hard-hitting matchup. And Byron, after turning some heads all around the NXT universe and certainly the locker room with a massive win over Uriah Connors, the former Stanford linebacker looks to make it 2 in a row here on Level Up.
If I'm Shiloh Hill, I am feeling myself right now to come out, your first singles match, to score that victory on Level Up. This early in his career, you gotta be feeling good. Now, with that said, you are taking on the ultra-experienced Josh Briggs and a guy that you are undersized to in Josh Briggs.
Certainly Shiloh Hill's biggest test to date here. We've seen him in tag team action.
Hey, Josh does not look impressed, by the way.
That singles matchup. And Byron, you touched on him the top. Josh Briggs, the first time in action in nearly 2 months.
Look, Josh Briggs is one of those competitors, whether it's 2 months, whether it's 2 weeks, he is still as dangerous as anyone on the NXT roster.
And to that point, Byron, how has a competitor like Briggs reset himself in that time off?
Hey, come out here and you win. You think all the years of experience that Josh Briggs has, sometimes you do have ring rust, but your mind still remains sharp. So in the case of an inexperienced competitor like Shiloh Hill, you can play that mental chess game a little bit.
These two big superstars collide right in the center of the ring.
This is what I wanted to see.
We know this one was going to be tough. We know this one was going to be vicious. Oh! And Briggs connects right there.
I think I just heard Josh Briggs say, welcome to NXT, Shiloh Hill.
Certainly have to pass the test of Josh Briggs to move on up the ladder. Briggs, what a rarefied air here. Taking out Shiloh Hill, and of course, Shiloh coming off that upset win over Uriah Connors, thrown right to the deep end here against Josh Briggs.
I assure you, Josh saw that
up and down, hooks the outside leg, Briggs, right on the cusp.
I thought it was over right there, but I was gonna say, I guarantee you, Josh Briggs watched that match, knowing that he was gonna have to face Shiloh Hill, and made it a point to come out here and overwhelm Hill.
Let's take another look, Byron. Up and right down goes Shiloh Hill, as Josh Briggs looks to remain in control. Of course, the last time we saw Briggs a couple of months ago, certainly established himself as the veteran against another newcomer in Cutler James.
Well, Josh Briggs will take on anyone, but we know ultimately it's about gold. Former tag team champion, certainly in the hunt for singles gold.
Oh! And Shiloh Hill, nice counter right there, and Shiloh certainly seemed to be adapting and proving to be a quick learner inside the ring.
Well, you have to be, and it really goes back to his football days. We talked about it before, where Shiloh Hill, after his second game ever of high school football, got recruited to Stanford University. So he has proven he has a track record of learning quickly, and so far, based on the small sample size, we've seen him learn quickly here in NXT.
And when he got to Stanford, of course, walked away with 3 degrees, a 4.0 GPA. And now looking to conduct himself at the highest level here in NXT.
He describes his style as intellectual brutality.
And that brand of intellectual brutality, Byron, certainly starting to establish himself right here in a flavor of what Shiloh Hill brings to the table. Hooks that outside leg, and look at Briggs' power out.
And we talked about the size disadvantage that Shiloh Hill has against Josh Briggs, but to scoop up Josh Briggs, who's like 6'8", 270 pounds for a sidewalk slam, shows you all you need to know about the power game possessed by Shiloh Hill.
Of course, we talked about Shiloh Hill, of course, coming from Stanford as the linebacker. Josh Briggs, also a former college football player. And taking a look at Shiloh Hill, Byron, does that explosiveness from the gridiron to the ring give him any edge against Josh Briggs?
Without a doubt. Shiloh Hill is still trying to build his resume here in NXT, so he's got to call upon his time on the gridiron, his college football days, to carry him through these early matches of his career.
Josh Briggs trying to make this one a slugfest right here. Oh! Wow. And Hill connects right in the temple.
Briggs might be out.
Hill with the cover. Oh! And right on the doorstep again.
How quickly things change as we take another boom! Look at that nasty boot to the neck of Josh Briggs. It seemed like this was all Josh Briggs in the early going. It seemed like Shiloh Hill was overwhelmed, was stunned, and now it is the complete opposite. Josh Briggs is barely hanging on.
You can certainly hear that pop there, and Byron, we talked about wanting gold. The question is, who's grabbing the briefcases tomorrow night in Toronto?
One of the most exciting events of the year. Who's gonna grab the contract, become Miss or Mr. Money in the Bank? Who could cash it in that evening? So many questions heading into Money in the Bank.
So many possibilities, of course. That's streaming live right here on Peacock as Josh Briggs looking to take over right now. And there's a big boot, runs right through Shiloh Hill.
Josh Briggs saying, I'll take your boot and I'll show you how I deliver it.
And Briggs starting to turn it up a bit. And this is where he hits that next gear, Byron.
Josh Briggs is in the zone, crazed eyes and all.
Briggs has always studied the big men like Hall of Famers Stan Hansen and JBL. Certainly looking to level up his game here. As Shiloh Hill looking to make it 2 in a row. These two going back and forth. And Briggs, bam!
Bam!
Creates that separation with a big-time lariat. And Briggs is back.
Here is your winner, Josh Briggs!
Certainly hard-hitting, Byron, as advertised, back and forth, but Josh Briggs comes out on top.
If there were any doubts or concerns about ring rust for Josh Briggs, he emphatically answered those doubts by proving he's just as good, just as ferocious, and just as tough as he's ever been.
And that lariat looking as crisp as ever, and Josh Briggs, for the first time in 2 months, officially back here in NXT. As earlier today, we heard from the newest addition to the NXT Women's Division.
Tyra May Steele, tonight you make your level up debut against Ren Sinclair. So what's going through your mind?
Oh my gosh, Kelly, it is so surreal. I have been grinding for this moment right here for over a year now. And that is not counting the years before WWE.
She won a gold medal at the Tokyo Olympics in freestyle wrestling.
I most certainly did. Oh, man, and it is an honor, if I must say, to be the first ever female Olympic gold medalist here in WWE. But when I step into that ring tonight with Ren Sinclair, I'm not going to discredit her. I'm not going to underestimate her, because I know she's got a couple years on me here in this industry. But here's the thing. I've got that fighting spirit.
Well, I wish you luck tonight.
Thank you, Kelly. Let's go.
That looked really painful.
Coming up, it's a clash in the NXT Women's Division. In search of her first win, Ren Sinclair will have... Well, Seth freaking Rollins would certainly love to become a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. As taking a look at this superstar here, Byron, just over halfway into her rookie year in NXT, facing some very stiff competition since day one. Ren Sinclair in search of some more high fives and her first win.
Sinclair continues to grow in popularity. She's displayed tremendous grit. But this is a challenge I am very much anticipating for Ren Sinclair.
I think the whole NXT universe is ready for this one.
And her opponent, Tyra May Steele.
Well, not often does a former Olympian walk through the door to NXT, let alone a gold medalist. But we are certainly in for a real treat tonight with the highly anticipated debut of Tyra May Steele.
Highly anticipated does not do this moment justice, Blake. April of 2023, when Tyra May first signed her WWE contract, to begin training at the Performance Center. I have been waiting, as many have around the world, for this night when Tyra May shows us what she's got. And by the sound of it, I think the NXT Universe has also been waiting for this debut.
Ren Sinclair certainly looks pretty impressed as well, as Tyra May Steele, the 2020 Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling. And Byron, the first question has to be, how did she start back at square one?
Well, it was very difficult for Tyra May. In fact, talking to her, she said one of the biggest adjustments she's had to make to this world is, trying to end this quickly, was how long it takes to pin your opponent. You know, in freestyle wrestling, one and done. You come here, you gotta wait 3 seconds. So mentally, that was a huge hurdle for her to overcome.
And you can certainly see how that would be quite an adjustment. Changing over here to NXT is right now Ren Sinclair trying to control Steele on the canvas. Is this the smartest move by Ren Sinclair to take her to the match?
Ren's gotta just use her experience. Understand the crowd is in Tyra May's corner. You got eyes watching this match, not just in our industry, but all over the sports world. This is where Ren Sinclair has to shine and try to humble Tyra May a little bit.
As Tyra May trying to roll through this hammerlock right here, we talked about Ren Sinclair's experience, but how does she prepare for a world-class wrestler?
That's extremely difficult. It's hard just because you don't have tape to study of Tyra May as an in-ring competitor here on a Level Up or on an NXT.
Steele trying to control the pace right now, and you have to wonder, back to Sinclair's possible experience there, does that give her any edge inside the ring? As Tyra May continues to try to control the pace here.
Of course it gives her an edge, but for Tyra May, this is very smart. Keep it simple. Don't try to do too much inside that ring. Slow the pace down. Make sure you don't make any unnecessary mistakes against Ren Sinclair.
We've certainly talked about all her success in freestyle wrestling, but how much pressure really is on TMS here in her NXT debut?
I think you have an immense amount of pressure, but you are a gold medalist. You are accustomed to pressure. Listen, Tyra May was the first black female to win gold in women's freestyle wrestling. She is a history maker, and when you are a history maker, you have critics left and right.
Oh, look at that. Takes her right to the canvas.
You have expectations. You have weights on your shoulder. So this is nothing new for Tyra May Steele.
Certainly seen the path of some former Olympic gold medalists like Kurt Angle. Certainly a lot of expectations to live up to.
And how appropriate is it? The week that we celebrated our Independence Day, Tyra May, so proud of her country, decked out in red, white, and blue. It almost seems like the stars aligned for Tyra May to make her debut on Level Up here tonight.
On this massive weekend here for the entire WWE, kickstarting things with Friday Night SmackDown, and of course right here on Level Up, leading right into Heatwave on Sunday. As Ren Sinclair continuing to try to control Tyra May Steele. Oh, that single leg pickup. Going right to that bread and butter is Tyra May.
And this match has been pretty even thus far. Up until that moment where Ren Sinclair just upped the ante.
As Sinclair into the cover here, hooks that outside leg. Only gets two, but Byron, you notice a wrestling move swings the tide right there.
You know there are going to be headlines all throughout the sports world talking about this night where Tyra May Steele made her debut. But alongside, in those headlines are going to be Ren Sinclair. How good would it be for Ren Sinclair in her career to have all this national exposure as a woman who defeated Tyra May in her debut?
That would certainly steal the headline there by Ren Sinclair, as Ren looks to go back to work right here. And Tyra May certainly holding her own to Byron. The deeper we get into this match, those are waters she's never been in.
And what you want to try to do right here, if you're Ren Sinclair, is just try to demoralize Tyra May a little bit. Obviously, Tyra May hasn't made any massive mistakes in this match, but the longer this match goes, and the more Ren Sinclair's experience shows, now you start to wonder where the mental strength of Tyra May will be.
And the last time we saw Ren Sinclair, she was ever so close to taking out Carmen Petrovic right on the doorstep there, and looked to be in the driver's seat here against Tyra May Steele.
Well, Tyra's looking for any of those wrestling throws that made her so successful.
Almost listened to you there, Byron.
Yeah, during her freestyle days, I was going to say she might be a little bit hampered, but clearly not enough yet.
Oh, those fireman's carry takeovers right back to the bread and butter. Trying to use that power as well.
Oh, okay, I like this. I like this fire from Tyra May.
She's kicking into another gear here. Oh!
What in the world?
Look at this. How about some snake eyes?
I did not expect that.
As Sinclair stunned a bit. Tyra May trying to build some momentum. And a pounce!
This match just took a turn for the worst for Ren Sinclair.
And Tyra May seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Byron, when she gets that look in her eyes, you can't stop her. There's a roll-up. Oh, but Steele doesn't have enough weight down on those legs. Nice reversal by Sinclair, and she pulls it off.
Here is your winner, Ren Sinclair.
And just a quick shifting of the weight right there, Byron. That experience rears its head, and Red Sinclair for the first time gets a win here in NXT.
He hit it, Blake. Resourcefulness and experience for Red Sinclair, who got pounced by Tyra May Steele. But just knowing your body, knowing how to adjust the momentum is what paid off for Red Sinclair. And tonight, there's going to be a huge party for Ren at the Griffin door.
I had a feeling you might be throwing in that reference right there.
He cares. Hey, all right, we're just playing.
Ren might still get her high five here.
Yeah.
The good sportsman there as Tyra May Steele, an incredible debut, historic moment for TMS. As she has arrived here in NXT, but Byron, coming up, the consigliere of the D'Angelo family. Luca Crucifino looks to do the bidding against the fourth-generation loudmouth, Uriah Connors. Your main event is next.
Hated, despised. I don't make a very good first impression.
He was somebody you want to just smack the face.
To most this Sunday at Heatwave.
NXT Championship on the line, Blake. I want to see it. I'm ready for it. Like now. You have to wait a couple days.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the D'Angelo family, Luca Crucifino.
After impressing in tag team action over his last few outings, the consigliere has been called upon to handle family business tonight in our main event.
He's supremely jacked, Luca Crucifino.
Look at that tan.
Here's what I don't get. I mean, we know that the D'Angelo family loves their carbs. CD, lasagna. How does Luca Crucifino look like that with the D'Angelo diet?
That's a great question there.
I know, it's why I asked.
You know what kind of pasta he's eating?
I gotta go look hard to be in the same conversation.
And his opponent, Uriah Connors.
Maybe it's that chickpea kind of pasta.
Ah, now you're talking.
As Uriah Connors here, knocked off in his last appearance on Level Up. The fourth-generation grappler, though, looked to pick another fight, this time with the D'Angelo family.
Look at this swag, the saunter by Uriah Connors. Most competitors, they march down that ring, they see the D'Angelo family staring them down, they start feeling some sort of way. They start feeling those butterflies. Uriah Connors like, I ain't scared.
Connors ready to throw down here tonight.
In fact, I have sources in the locker room, right?
Oh, you do?
I got, and I was talking to Bobo.
Bobo?
Oh, yeah, you don't know Bobo. He doesn't like you.
Brazil?
Not that Bobo. Not Bobo. But Bobo was telling me that apparently Uriah Connors was talking that smack about the D'Angelo family and said that, how can I put it, he sees them as vulnerable. I don't know where he's getting that assessment from, but clearly he's not impressed with some of the accomplishments of the D'Angelo family.
Not showing too much respect to the consigliere right here, and you have to really wonder what's Connors' beef with the family. Maybe we'll find out here tonight.
You can ask that follow-up question.
I'm sure you'd throw that one to me. As the consigliere here, Luca Crucifino, certainly has been very impressive ever since joining up with the Don and Company.
You kind of have to be. Think about the pressure cooker you're in if you're Luca Crucifino. Every single week, you are the confidant of Tony D. You have to answer to the Don. And if you let the Don down, well, we can adjust some swimming plans for you.
As Crucifino takes right over here, and is this really how he continues to prove himself to the Don?
Absolutely. Normally, look, there's many times we see Luca Crucifino out here in action. We know the Don is watching from a distance, but to have Tony D'Angelo right there with the Heritage Cup, right there, Rizzo, Stacks, all watching you at ringside, raise that pressure cooker. Luca has to deliver.
And to that point, Byron, how serious does Crucifino take the role of consigliere?
It's the biggest role of his life. You know about his history as a state champion wrestler, his legal profession, but this is next level. This is make or break.
Well, ever since he joined the family, are you still a client?
No comment.
All right, as Uriah Connors is going to get back into this matchup, but Crucifino keeping his foot right on the gas. And Luca, up! And look at that combination. Into the neck breaker. And Luca all sorts of fired up here tonight.
And you got every reason in the book to be. The Don successfully defending the head.
Oh! And Connors who we've seen several times change gears and matchups and really start to take over the advantage.
One slight opening is all Uriah Connors needs. What I was going to say is that, think about the fact that Tony D'Angelo successfully defended the Heritage Cup a couple weeks ago. So now the onus is on Luca Crucifino to maintain that momentum.
Connors over the cover. Only gets one there as Uriah Connors certainly outnumbered in this one, but you have to wonder, somewhere in the back of his mind, has to be thinking about the Don maybe wanting to get his hands on.
Maybe, but right now, based on what I'm watching from Uriah Connors, he's doing a great job compartmentalizing. He understands who's watching this match. He understands the company at ringside, but he also understands the need to remain locked in on Luca Crucifino.
As Crucifino trying to fire back here, but Connors looking to remain in control, and we've seen Connors have some wins, have some losses here on Level Up, and of course the last time we saw him losing to Shiloh Hill. How does that mess with his psyche, losing to the rookie?
I'll tell you what, it gave, ouch, oh, sorry. It gave Uriah Connors that little extra chip on his shoulder to lose to a newcomer here in NXT. Oh! He wanted to come out here and get some redemption, and he has that chance against Luca.
Connors in the cover. Again, only gets one. Uriah Connors going right back to the well one more time. Unsuccessful right there. Remember, Uriah Connors debuted on NXT, thrown right into the deep end against Sean Spears, who we certainly know has a very busy Sunday in Toronto.
Oh, man, I mean, you think about the fact that Trick Williams has a 25% chance of actually winning, of actually retaining his NXT championship. All the odds are against him. The most daunting task, really, you can look at thus far in the championship reign of Trick Williams.
You can go from tomorrow's Money in the Bank. Here's a cover as Connors, again, only gets two, but you can go from tomorrow's Money in the Bank to Sunday at Heatwave. A lot at stake for champions this weekend.
Oh, speaking of Money in the Bank, think about the World Heavyweight title match. If Damian Priest loses, that's it for Seth Rollins. No more opportunities. If Seth Rollins wins, Priest is out of the Judgment Day. Like, so many intriguing factors heading into that match.
Things will certainly change on Monday Night Raw after this weekend, but things changing in this matchup right now as Crucifino, a switch might have flipped right here. And look at Luca exploding right through Uriah Connors.
Uriah Connors desperate to try to regain his mental faculties here with an aggressive Luca on the charge.
And the consigliere laying right into Uriah. And Luca going back the other way now. Oh! Connors trying to counter. And Crucifino, gets taken right off the apron all the way to the floor.
Now, what does Uriah Connors do here? Does he follow Luca Crucifino on the outside of the ring? Yes, he will, despite the company. No, Uriah, no, man.
You don't want to do that. The Riz, she's ready to throw down.
Oh, boy. This is not going to be good.
And Luca, once again, doing the bidding of the Don.
Uriah did such a good job of ignoring the D'Angelo family at ringside up until that moment, and now he's going to pay for it.
Maybe went in over his head, going right after the Heritage Cup champion. And the consigliere, turning things up a notch here.
What are you doing?
Oh, the Don gives the signal. And case
it is done.
Closed.
Here is your winner, Luca Crucifino.
The consigliere gets it done for the D'Angelo family.
Important lesson here that Uriah Connors had to learn the hard way. Don't disrespect the family. Case in point, you disrespect Tony D, you get distracted, Stack's face says it all. That's like, okay, you are in major trouble and trouble indeed. Case closed. Luca Crucifino capitalizes on Uriah Connors' preoccupation with Tony D, and it's a win for the family.
That look from Stack says, you done messed up. And Luca Crucifino picks up a big win to lead us into a huge weekend. Tomorrow with Money in the Bank, and Sunday, it's NXT Heatwave.
Toronto, here we come.
You're a mess of the family. That's right.
I wish I knew then what I know now. And are we ever gonna get to higher ground? I wish I knew then what I know now. And I wish I knew then what I know now. And are we ever gonna get to higher ground? I wish I knew then what I know now. And are we ever gonna get to higher ground? Read your head and look up at the sun. We're never leaving. Spread your wings and watch yourself become. Already dreaming, I lead, you break, you push, I bloom. My conscience shakes when I shadows move. Spread your wings and watch yourself become. We're never leaving. We're never
When I see
Got me feeling like this, and ooh, love something I can't resist. You're gonna make me faint, I like it all. Let's get it on now, let's get it on now, ooh la, ooh la. When I see you dancing, I'm like ooh la, ooh la, ooh la, ooh la. You were looking fancy, I'm like ooh la, ooh la, ooh la, ooh la. You got it going on, you got it going on, oh yeah. Let's get it on now, let's get it on now. Give me that ooh la, ooh la.
Take it higher, higher.
You take the weight of the world from my shoulders and make me feel light again, so light again. Take the ache from my pain from my head.